Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, to the New Jersey Disney family. We are here today. It is Sunday. I'm losing track of the days being on this lockdown. We're in New Jersey, so the governor mandated that non-essential businesses close. So we are here today. We figured today was another good day to record and to put something up on our channel to keep everyone busy and in the loop. So we are going to give you a background on ourselves because we never really did that. So
because we're new to doing this, so we just randomly, we were on vacation, decided to put up a few videos.
We said let's give it a try and see what happens.
And we never really introduced ourselves in all these videos. Just put them up there.
Right. So we actually in the background have the screen of what you would see in your Disney vacation hotel, your hotel on vacation. This is usually, the TV. This is what you see when you come in. I like to have this playing all the time, even when we're not in the room. It's basically like all the information about the parks, the time the shuttle comes to pick you up, the time the parks are open, if there's magic after hours, and it plays Disney music, which that's why I love to have it on. But so you'll see that in the background. Okay. So basically, we live in New Jersey, obviously. We have two kids, a boy and a girl. One's 5, one's 1.
Addison and Jacob.
And we said, let's give this a go. Let's see what happens because we love Disney so much and we get asked so many questions from friends and family. So we wanted to provide our knowledge of what we know basically on a YouTube channel.
And we have a dog named Belle.
And my name is Ariel. So we are full on Disney.
And Joe.
Joe's not a Disney character.
Well,
oh, that's your name. Joe's like, wait, I'm not aware of anyone named Joe. All right, so what else?
We are DVC
members.
Originally through Disney itself. We decided to sell, which we're going to get into another video about buying from Disney versus buying through the resale.
Right.
Because there's a lot of things they don't tell you. But either way, so now we bought back into the DVC through resale because we really want the home base of Boardwalk. That's our favorite.
Right. And nothing against our home base was Polynesian. We have friends that actually bought a little bit after we bought, and they love the Polynesian. They thought we were crazy, but again, everyone finds what resort works for them and their family. We love Boardwalk because it's convenient. You have access, walking distance to 2 parks, which is Hollywood and Epcot, and there's a lot to do on the Boardwalk. My mom and your mom, sometimes they'll travel with us, and sometimes they head back early, and they're like, okay, now what? So I think the Boardwalk gives everybody the access.
You have the ice cream shops, the restaurants, the dance club, the ESPN zone.
They have a piano bar.
You have access to two different parks within walking distance, which is big.
Right.
Not having to take the transportation.
And wait around. So it just works for our family, so that's why we bought secondhand. Did you want to talk about how DVC works? Like everyone says to me that I meet or know, they go, what is going on with DVC? Like what is the benefit of DVC?
Well, basically, long story short, is if you're going to go more than, well, it depends what you do. If you buy through Disney, you probably have to go at least 10 to 20 times in the next 50 years, because that's what it is, a 50-year contract. If you buy through resale, it depends, the term depends on where you're buying, because some of them, everything had DVC at different years, whether it was Old Key West was the first one back in the early 90s. So you're already kind of 20 or 30 years behind. So you only may have like 15 to 20 years left. So we bought in the Boardwalk. Boardwalk is till 2023. So with the way we paid for it, if we go 4 times in the next, 2043, not 23.
I was going to say, that's not that long.
So we go 4 times in the next 23 years, which we're already going again in January. We went October.
God willing, this all clears up. I hope.
We went October. We literally just made it in March. We were one of the last people to get the full Disney experience this past March here before they shut down. And then we're going to go again in January, which we are using our DVC points for that. So if you're going to go more than 4 times, buying through the resale is the best way to go as far as that's concerned.
Also, if you buy directly through Disney, you are also affiliated with the RCI program, which allows you to go to other places besides Disney. So you basically have to see what's affiliated with RCI. Like if you went to Italy and whatever hotels are listed, those are affiliated with the program, and you can actually use your membership to stay somewhere, whether it may be in Europe, Caribbean, Hawaii. Well, Hawaii has a Disney hotel, Alani, but it's not just for Disney. If you buy directly through Disney, you can use your membership elsewhere as well. So yes, that's basically everything with DVC. And there's other perks too, like
you do lose the discounts
if you don't buy directly
if you
through
don't
Disney.
buy directly through Disney. Now,
Right.
if you have a Disney credit card, you can get a discount, but you have to spend over $50, so it doesn't work at every single like little kiosk if you're buying. You know, we bought these little salt and pepper shakers. They were $10 each.
Which we showed you guys in the other beignet video.
They were only $20, so you don't get the discount. Where the DVC, you would have gotten the discount.
Right. Dining, you save with your membership 20%, I believe it is.
But one thing we found out, this is really interesting with buying through DVC resale, because you don't get any perks other than just the hotel. Was you get discounts on the dining plan, even through DVC resale. So I don't know if a lot of people know that. That's a really big thing. You save a decent amount of money even through DVC resale on the dining plan, which is big.
We should do, or I think we're going to do another video on the dining plan, because we did not do the dining plan for a very long time. We were like, no, it's definitely not worth it. You save so much more money just not being on the dining plan, but I loved it last time. I mean, we went in March and we didn't have the dining plan. We went in October and we had the dining plan, and I thought it was well worth it. Like, it was well worth it. That's a whole nother video in itself, though. So.
But if I go back to the DVC, I would buy secondhand, depending on what you want.
I think right now what's up for grabs is the Riviera, which is the new hotel. It's beautiful. You have the Skyliner, which is big. I mean, we did the Skyliner. I'll post, if I have the clip still from vacation, I'll post that at the end of this video, just like what it looked like when we were on it. I was a little nervous because in the beginning they were getting stuck.
It was much more pleasant than what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was very relaxing. I loved it. I could have rode that all day when we went.
Because we were kind of, when we heard that Riviera and the Caribbean Beach and all those other ones were getting
All-Star,
less bus times, we're like, oh, thank God we didn't buy into there. But after taking it, it actually is pretty nice. I mean, I guess you have to worry about it breaking down every so often, but other than that, it was a very pleasant
I don't think it'll
ride.
be as bad as like the kinks that they had in the beginning with it stopping, because it's new. Like, let's face it, when anything starts, there's always like little kinks you got to work out. But they seem to be on a good pace. Well, they were until this whole coronavirus started. But
one thing is when you buy into the Riviera, if you sell it, you're not going to get close to what you can normally get, because the people who are buying the Riviera resale cannot use those points for anything older than the Riviera. So you cannot. So if you sell your points and that person wants to stay at the boardwalk, they cannot stay there. So it's going to be much harder resale to sell those if you have to ever. Where, like I said, our thing was when you go into Disney and you first go there and they're doing their pitch with the DVC. They made everything sound easy, which is what Disney's going to do or any salesperson's going to do. So they're like, oh, well, when do you want to go? What time? You know, because they're trying to base how many points you may need per year. And we're like, oh, well, we like the boardwalk, and we like to go early spring, October, in that range, January, February. Oh, well, this is, the amount of points it is. And we're like, all right, we'll get 110 points, or whatever it was. And you go to book when it's not your home resort. So your home resort, you have 11 months out, so you can book before anybody. When it's not your home resort, it's 7 months out. And it's virtually impossible to
we tried. That was a big negative with Polynesian.
For 3 years in a row, I was literally ask her. I was the first caller on the 7th month window.
YouTube.
Yeah, through YouTube. The 7 months out on a Sunday, 8 a.m. The lady even said, "You're my first caller." Still cannot get a boardwalk studio room. Went on a waiting list. Still cannot get it. So I got fed up, and I was like, "Listen, if I can't get the rooms I want, I'm going to sell."
You basically have to love your home resort. Which, again, first timers, we didn't really know that. We were like, all right, whatever. We'll be able to stay at other hotels, so whatever, it works for us. Polynesian's a great hotel. I didn't want to stay there all the time, though, and that was the problem. Every time we went on vacation, we can only stay at Polynesian. And I was like, but I love Boardwalk. So again, we're not dissing any hotels. Riviera is beautiful. The rooms are gorgeous. I love the ambiance. I like that they have access to the Skyliner. I actually know some people that purchase Riviera and they love it. And you know what? I'm happy. Anybody who becomes a DVC member, I don't care where your resort is, I'm happy for you, because it's a great perk and a great membership to have. But again, everybody has their hotel. Ours was Boardwalk, and that's why we did what we did.
Everything happens for a reason. We end up selling it Fidelity resale. And after we sold it, sold pretty quickly, thankfully. When I was just kind of browsing through their website, I see other DVC points for sale. So I'm looking, I see Old Key West, Polynesian, and boom, there's the boardwalk. So I decided, I talked to,
I
my
guilt
wife
tripped
about
Joe
it.
too, because I was like, we need to buy again. I miss going to Disney.
We felt kind of naked without it.
It feels, I don't know, again, you have to be into Disney to really understand and get this whole concept. But we wanted to do this video because we always get the question, what are the perks of becoming a Disney Vacation Club member? And you want to know if it's going to work for you and your family. So that's basically the basics to it. We can put a link down below with the website we use for resale. You have the website. We can put that below so you can check that out if you're interested in maybe buying secondhand.
And the process is extremely, extremely easy.
It's not
literally, you go on the website, you put a bid in. It's just like buying a house.
Right.
They
Easier
counter,
though, I would say.
Yeah, they counter with a bid, and you make a deal. Once you make the deal, they do the paperwork like a little mortgage. It takes about 45 days for the whole process, and about probably 55 days to get the points in our account.
You can write it off on your taxes too, right?
Well, it's a mortgage.
Right, so
that has
it
interest.
counts.
So you can do that. So it was extremely easy. So I would 100% recommend resale if you want a particular older DVC resort that you can't get into.
Right.
I mean, so now Boardwalk's our home base, and we're extremely happy. We're already staying there.
January.
In January. Even I was 10 months and about 20 days out. And when I called, the studios were already booked. We had to take a deluxe one, which was a little bit more points.
It's crazy. You'd be surprised how many people have a Disney Vacation Club and, they book. Like, you have some crazy people like us who are like on the money when the booking window opens up. Okay, so I don't want to go on and on and on about DVC. I wanted to just break down the basics. Another question that we get a lot is, how do you guys go so much? How do you afford it financially? Joe's the one in charge of finances in our family, because if it was up to me, we'd be broke. So we get that question a lot. How do you guys afford to go to Disney so much?
Well, the first couple of times was because of DVC. It pays for the hotel and allows you to stay at the high-end hotels.
Right. I mean, technically, you are paying for the hotel monthly in your payment, but you don't have to put that out of pocket when you're going on the vacation. You just have to worry about food, parks, and basically airline tickets.
Also, we'll work in the systems, and a lot of people are just like coupon cutters. You get the credit cards, get the JetBlue. We got the JetBlue credit card. You spend $1,000, they give you 50,000 points. I think sometimes it's 100,000, maybe even more now with what's going on.
Right.
So we just charged our room on the card. Boom, there it goes. And now we got points. Now we got a free flight from here to Florida. United does the same thing.
Right.
So it's ways to fly free when you need a couple extra seats. That cut costs.
Another thing that we've been doing, which helps, I like the Disney dining plan just because, like I said, you pay for it, your meals are paid for. Honestly, we went this time and I was very stressed out because I was like just spending money on food. I didn't know how much I was spending. I feel like we didn't spend that much, but it's stressful because with the dining plan, it's paid, it's done. Well, you go there and you know. That's another video
because the dining plan is.
It's very intense.
Getting deep into DVC and dining, we can probably just do another video.
I know, we're already at like almost 14 minutes. So quickly, yes. So another thing that we do, which is a helpful tip, is like we'll plan out our vacation and we're like, all right, we have 10 months to go. This is how much we have to have, after the 10 months, and then we divide it by 10 and we save every time we get paid and we put it to the side. And it's like a payment. So when the vacation comes, everything is paid for. We have what we need. We're not scrambling around last minute to have the financial needs to, put out. So that's another good tip, I think, is, just kind of planning.
I've already started a little
fund.
I have an extra little savings account. I actually named it the Disney account, and every week I put $25-$50 into it, and that's why, it's 2 months prior. All we gotta do is, because our room's paid for with the DVC, we just have to buy the tickets, and that's it.
Another thing we learned is ask people if you have kids for, from the holidays and Easter and whatever it may be for Disney gift cards. I mean, a lot of times my mom's like, what do you want me to get the kids for Easter? I'm like, no candy. I'm like, we don't need candy. Get them a gift card for Disney. It doesn't have to be a lot, but everything helps. Like, if they want souvenirs, they have their own money. It's already there. We don't have to put any extra money out of our pocket. So that was another thing that we learned, was gift cards are great. I know there's like a perk with Target. If you have the Target card, you save 5% if you buy a gift card. I said to Joe, I'm like, is it really worth it? I mean, we have friends that do it. Listen, everything helps. I get it. I just don't have the patience. I really don't have the patience. But I guess if you buy $100 gift card with, at Target, and you have you save $5. So $5 is $5. I mean, that's a pretzel at Disney. But yeah, so we get that question a lot. And then what was the other one that I wanted to just cover?
Fast pass, doing the fast pass, but that's a
we're gonna cover that.
We can do another video of DVC, fast pass, and dining plan, because I must say I'm excellent with the fast passing.
Yeah.
I mean, I went this last trip, Magic Kingdom, probably 12 to 13 fast passes in one day.
Well, that's a whole nother video. I know you love doing that. I like booking the dining. I like doing the dining. Joe has me up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in the park at like 7:30, so he's crazy. But the last question I wanted to just go over is, everyone says, well, don't you think your kids are too young to go to Disney to really appreciate it? Addison is 5 now, so I would say no. Jacob just turned 1. So what are your thoughts?
She's 5 and been to Disney 6 times, and on a cruise, Disney cruise.
And we're not saying this to toot our own horn, like, oh, our kids have been to. I just like to share what I know and what we've experienced.
And Jacob's been twice. One thing I will say, fly early.
Oh, yes.
Do your flight when you're going to Disney, fly early. The kids go to bed, it's fantastic.
Yes, we definitely, the earlier the better. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, my kids are not going to do well, but we just went out in March, and our flight was at 5:50?
6:30.
6:30.
We had to leave here by 3 o'clock in the morning.
And Jacob fell asleep on the plane the whole time. It was fantastic, because he's really he's what takes me and consumes me on the plane. Addison's self-sufficient.
And then coming back, we had a night flight, and it was miserable.
It was horrible.
They're awake. So early flights. We always take an early flight going there. This was the first time, and even coming home, but this was the first time we took a night flight, and never again.
I mean, technically, they should have slept on. Kids would sleep on a night flight,
but either way, so taking kids on the plane is no problem. So if you're stressed about that, it is extremely easy.
I don't think it's the plane. I think people just say because of how much it costs. Is it worth it to take them when they're like
Jacob's free.
2?
When it's 2 and under, and technically you probably can get, whatever it is, you probably get away with it. He's free, so it's very minimal. Addison, obviously, we have to pay for now. But, she remembers everything.
She does, and we're not saying this to just say go because we want you to go. She really does remember things from when she went. Last thing, because we're going over more than we wanted to. Back to the financial standpoint on Disney. Joe's job consumes him throughout the year. He's never home. I'm like a single parent. There's days that he works 9 to 9, so we don't have a lot of family time together. So we're trying to embrace that right now, being that we're on a lockdown. But Disney to us is our tradition, and we try to, you always try to set a budget, but when we go, that's our time to enjoy it as a family and to really go all out, because we don't get that time when we're home. And that's our escape. When we go there, we literally forget about everything here at home. We enjoy everything as a family, besides it being the most happiest place on earth. And it's just our time as a family. So that's why we go so much. That's why we do it so much. And we want it to be a tradition for our kids. Because I know right now, if we went to an island, as much as I would love to go and sit on, at an island, my kids are not going to sit. So he's got ADD. We're not going to reap the benefit of relaxing right now on an island. So for right now, it just kind of works with our schedules and our lifestyles as a family. And that's why we do Disney. So stay tuned. We're gonna keep posting videos, and
especially now we have nothing.
Nothing else to do. No, we'll be active too when we get back to our normal lives. Hopefully, I hope everyone's staying safe and just following the rules and staying home. And just try to venture out and do different things. Venture out meaning take a walk outside, make an obstacle course in your backyard. We've had friends that just did that, which I thought was clever. And watch YouTube, get some ideas if you're planning a Disney vacation coming up soon. Also, we never spoke about what made us start this. I think I've said this maybe in some videos prior to this one. We have 2 vloggers that we love. I don't know if I've mentioned this before.
They are featured in our
channel. Yes, the Tim tracker. My mom, she knows how crazy I am. When we go to the parks with her, I'm like, Mom, I gotta find Tim tracker. We gotta see if Tim tracker's here. She's like, what was this Tim tracker? But we watch him and his wife Jen. They just had a baby. We love them. They are so awesome. I feel like we're a part of his family, even though we haven't met him yet.
I know, we're always on the lookout.
Yeah.
And we're always like one day away from the parks or wherever. We never meet him, so.
He's awesome. They live in Orlando. They're just, I don't know, like when you watch YouTube, you have to like love the people that you're watching. And we've been watching them for 5 years now. And we literally look forward to them posting new videos every week as a family. And also DFB, Disney Food Blog, is it, or a guide?
Yeah.
Blog, right?
Blog.
She focuses on food. She gets into depth with the dining plan. She knows everything about the food and how you could take advantage of your dining plan, get the most for your money with the dining plan.
The best, because dining plan, there's snack
credits.
credits, so
she'll get very into depth.
Like where you get the best bang for your buck with the snack credits. So,
right.
That Mickey bar that's $5 might be much better than the muffin you can get.
Correct.
Thing. So she goes over all these different snack credits. There's things, seared scallop snack credits and Epcot. So
yes, Epcot is my favorite because I love to eat. And they have so many festivals where you can try different fruits from around the world. Again, we're gonna try to keep you guys in the loop with what we're getting from Disney, and just try to keep everyone busy during this difficult time. So we hope you guys are all okay and safe, and hopefully as a country we can get through this together. And we thank you guys for subscribing.
Politician.
I know. I've been watching the news too much. We hope you guys can subscribe to our channel to support us and share with people that you know. Spread the word. And that's it. Hope everyone stays safe. Take care.
Bye.